What ho, chaps? Extremely Warm Boy here, otherwise known as MagicalMike, and welcome back to Discworld. Today we'll be doing Act 3, and probably Act 4 as well, and then a little bit at the end, where we'll have a look at the instructions, because there's a lot of information in there, and I think it is worth having a check out, and I mean, we have the technology, we can do that. So I feel like it's probably a good idea to. So, that was the wrong button. That's the start of the game, that's not how you begin this. Act 3. Okay, so the end of Act 2 last time. Just trying to get my volume right here. Bit odd. We effectively solved the problem of the dragon. We went back in time, and instead of summoning the dragon, we convinced the cult, through a bit of trickery and clever work, to instead summon a lot of custard. We replaced a dragon summoning with a custard summoning. Quite successfully, in fact. Well, actually the first part of it wasn't successful, but we'll just brush that under the rug. So, you know, then we came back to the present through L-Space, and since the dragon had never been summoned in the first place, Rincewind went to the Patrician to try and get some credit for what he'd done, and convinced only himself that the dragon was definitely real, and resummoned it. So we're back to square one. Not great, obviously. And since the dragon is now entirely Rincewind's fault, we can't go through L-Space and sort it out, because it's his present, and that's how time travel works, question mark, I don't know. So, now we're actually forced to somehow deal with it in a more traditional way, slaying it. And the only way to do that is to become a hero, so we've come and talked to the guards, in order to try and work out what we need. That gives us this UI. We had this whole conversation at the end of last stream, in the last episode, if you want to go back to check it out. Nobby gave us a bunch of suggestions on what we need to do. And we have this UI, so if I, for example, had a tattoo and a magic spell, what would be my chances of slaying a dragon?
So tell me, what would be the odds of me slaying a dragon if I had a birthmark and if I recited a magic spell?
After taking into account the expected number of butterflies flapping their wings at the time, I would reckon it's about 275,000 to 1.
Also, not a tattoo, it's a birthmark. Right. So, job number 1, find out what we need to become a hero. And I've got a few ideas of who we should talk to about that. First of all, being an odd one, we're going to go and talk to Big Sal in the Shades. Because I'm sure she's met a few heroes in her time, right? I would imagine that she's got some kind of an idea. Yeah. The mural's still messed up. Because in this world, the dragon did go and murder the mason. Feels bad, man. Also, real quick, since I know that I'm passing this area and I need to get in here, just see if we can get into the thieves' hovel. Because this is Act 3 after all, and between acts things do change. So here we have a bag, which we can open and take a knife. Which I actually need to have Rincewind carry for some reason soon.
This knife is keen. Get it? The knife is keen.
Keen.
Ah, a bag of thieves' tools. That doesn't...
Can't take the bag. And that's it. So that wasn't there before, and now we have a knife. Congrats. I'm sure that will be useful. I don't know what a wizard is going around carrying a knife for, but there you go. Anyway, let's wander over to the house of questionable iniquity, whatever it is that the words are. Anyway, Big Sal. Hello.
Such a hero.
A hero? Wow! How do I attract a dragon?
If I were you, I'd wear camouflage. All heroes do.
Heroes wear camouflage?
I think it's a sort of perfume. You probably can get it from wherever you get your dresses.
My dresses? Do you mean my wizard's robe? I believe so. Anyway, that's one thing we need. Camouflage. Whatever that might be. Rincewind hesitated there for some reason. Told him to bugger off and he didn't.
This isn't black paint, it's ash. I wonder where that mason went.
Yeah, I don't think we need to wonder. But those of you more astute and thinking on your toes are gonna just about wonder exactly why I did that, and probably have the idea already. In fact, the camouflage, obviously camouflage, is that mural. But the question is, how do we get it? Well, at some point, we'll work that out. I don't believe there's any reason to go to the barn yet. Or maybe even any reason at all. So the first thing we need to do is attract the dragon. Obviously the dragon will be attracted to a hero. Oh, there's the dragon. Hello.
I'd rather not. Wizards and flames don't go together.
I didn't realise the dragon was just hanging out here. Well, there you go. Let's beat a hasty retreat. The more you know. Let's go to the hideout. The custard hideout. Can we just walk in at this point? We may be able to.
Hello?
Hail!
Yes, hail, brother doorkeeper.
Right, give me the password and I'll let you in.
Oh, all right. Let's see now. It's blah, 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 spoons, blah, 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 swordfish, blah, blah, blah. Right?
No,
Hey,
you didn't say Simon Says.
Simon Says.
Okay, welcome, O fellow brother of the elucidated brethren of the sword.
That's a slightly different result from the whole dragon summoning that we experienced before. This time we got a custard tart out of it. Apparently we've changed their ways. Nice, I suppose.
Quite a good aroma to this love potion custard tart.
A love potion custard tart. Don't know why we're gonna need that, but trust me, we will. Right, we can check out the inn. And in the inn, some things have changed. Let's see, is there anything to...
No, I can't shift it.
We can't shift the door. That's odd. Normally we can close the door.
There's something lurking behind it. Who's there? Hello? Hello, is anybody there? Look, there is someone there. I can see bits of you poking out behind the door. What are you doing back there?
Go away. I'm the bogeyman.
Really?
I'll give you a fright you'll never forget.
Look, just come out from behind the door.
I can't. I'm afraid of open spaces.
An agoraphobic bogeyman?
Lay off. It's no fun being a legendary figure of terror.
What does a bogeyman do anyway?
It's quite a hard job being a traditional figure of terror. Long hours and no real holidays.
Really?
Well, there's the good side too. There's your place in folk tale and legend, and you're your own boss.
Get out from behind that door.
I want my mum.
Interesting. We appear to have met something that claims to be a bogeyman.
So, what does a bogeyman do, actually?
We have a highly valued traditional community role.
What, frightening children into eating their greens? Serving as formless objects of folk terror, that sort of thing?
Yes. Yes. Yes, that's it. Then there's your special commissions. One time, these wizards tried locking a cat inside a box and opening it up every now and then to see whether the cat had died. My
Schrodinger's
father
cat?
frightened one of the old geezers to death when he jumped out of the box instead.
I think I've heard of that. It added an extra complication to the principle of uncertainty. Made random chance seem a bit more random than anyone supposed.
It was all Death's doing, of course. A subcontract job.
Naturally, of course. Who else could it have been?
You're not really a bogeyman.
I am too.
Go on, let's see you then.
I'll come out and you'll get such a shock.
All right then.
All right, what?
All right, come out and scare me.
Well, you're ready for it now. I mean, it's not a shock if you're expecting it.
So, you're saying your effectiveness as a legendary figure of terror is entirely due to my not knowing exactly what you are or when you will appear?
Well, maybe.
In which case, you should change your name to something more appealing, to heighten the shock effect.
Such as...
Cyril.
Cyril?
Cyril.
That's no name for a bogeyman.
Heightens the surprise effect, though.
You're right there. Cyril the bogeyman.
Coming out from behind the door now?
No.
Odd. And I realise that we've been immediately sidetracked, but here we go.
Why are you hiding behind that door?
It's a metaphor.
Not a door?
A metaphor for my own insecurity. You see, not only does it provide a screen between myself and the outside world, but it is also a portal, an openable space, implying the possibility of future liberation from my phobia. Quite a powerful image, really.
Makes a good point. I love just how ridiculously well worded every single character in this game is. Like, even down to like street beggars who you can convince to do ridiculous things. And it's like, I don't know how to explain the sense of appreciation that I have for just how well written these games are.
Oh, stop snivelling. I thought you were a grown monster. Whatever would your mother say?
Mother! Oh, Mother! My mother would never take me to the zoo, you know.
Really? Would you care to lie on a couch, by the way?
Oh, no. The door's quite comfortable, thank you. Anyway, I asked her, and she'd never take me.
Have you ever thought of seeing a psychiatrist about this problem?
Oh, no. I mean, that's for sick people.
Yes, quite. Tell me about your mother.
Well, the zoo's important to a young bogeyman, you know. All part of a basic education. It's not easy scaring people, you see. Takes a lifetime of dedication. You have to start small and kind of work up to human beings.
As in, terrify some lower orders of life, then shift up to people once you've got the knack.
That's it. That's what you have to do.
Keep that in mind, by the way,
Well, goodbye.
because we'll need to use that information at some point later on. Just having a look in here again, I don't think there's anything more that I need. Nope. Okay. I mean, the main reason I came to the inn was to see what's over here, because things have indeed changed. There's a bloke. There's 3 blokes. Well, this guy doesn't really look like a man. There's a dog. The innkeeper? Oh, apparently we've got to walk all the way around the tree.
A generic barman. They must be breeding the blighters in a vat. Haven't I seen you somewhere before?
My twin brother runs the Mended Drum.
Oh, good looks must run in the family.
The mended drum, did he just say? How odd. This guy has a tattoo.
Thank heavens it's a tattoo. I thought it looked a bit flashy just for a birthmark. Ah! A rough sea dog.
And an actual dog.
Very suspicious looking dog, that.
Why is it so suspicious? And a man?
What an odd expression. Very wooden.
Very wooden expression, huh?
Have you heard about my dog? Gaspo the Wonder Dog.
Oh, go drink a bottle of gear.
Oh, my dog. My wonderful dog. A beautiful dog it is indeed.
Beautiful.
Care for a bottle of gear?
is it me, or is the dog acting as a ventriloquist for a man puppet? I feel like that might be the case. Anyway, let's try and talk to the sailor.
Greetings, noble nautical person.
Yeah, what do you want?
Give us a kiss, then.
What?
I didn't mean to.
Mr. Wizard wants a spanking.
Help!
Got the gear, got the gear.
Are you looking for trouble?
No, it's not me. I'm not the one who's...
Why don't you give the dog a bone, you great tattooed matalo?
Help! Did anyone get the number of that donkey cart?
So we can't even talk to the sailor, and we really need to because we've noticed his tattoo, and we need to get that somehow, but that dog won't let us. I don't know why the dog is so possessive of this sailor. Very strange. But hey, this is the Discworld, so what do you expect, eh? Let's go to Unseen You. How about the wizards? They might know some bits and pieces. Some more useful bits of information. About the whole dragon slaying problem. Now I don't remember if there's something new in this closet, so I do need to check. Not by the looks of it. Okay. There may be something new in the kitchen though. Just wandering into here. Ah yes, we have a spatula.
Ooh, spatula.
Simple enough, right? We'll have that.
Ooh, spatula.
I love that the intonation of that is just ever so slightly different when you see things in the world versus when you examine them in your inventory. Okay, no, right, just making sure that I had something here. Too many things in our inventory. Things that we've been carrying around for a long ass time, by the way. Anyway, the library. Let's see. The librarian? A book. We do need a book. We need a magic spell.
Excuse me, do you have the book Recognimento's Never Failing Guide to Dragon Summonation?
No, we actually don't need that. No, we've heard all of this.
Did you get the number? No, I'll come back and get a book later. Yes, I've given up. No, not...
Oh god, what am I doing?
Did you get the number of that donkey cot? This seems like a...
Toodaloo, then, we need a magic spell. Probably. And I do happen to know where to find it. It is just here. Now this is one of those spots that's really going to be annoying to find for a lot of people. If you don't know it's there, pain in the arse looking through the entire library for that stuff. There it is. Where the sleazy guy used to stand.
Ah, what's this? Magic chants for dragon-slaying heroes.
There you go.
I'll just sneak a look.
It's almost as if the book read us, isn't it there? And in fairness, it's a good
grief.
reference.
I've been read by a book. Sturcus Mortuus. No, I won't say it. I won't, at least not until I need to.
There you go. We have now memorised a magic spell.
That spell's still rattling round inside my head.
I don't mean to make these observations just before Rincewind says them, but it's been a long time since I played this, so I don't really remember what he does and doesn't say afterwards. So there you go. Big old reference to... I don't remember if it's the Light Fantastic or if it's the Colour of Magic there when he reads the Octavio. The Octavius? I don't remember what it's called. The book that implants a spell in him which makes him the most dangerous, most powerful wizard in the universe. Accidentally. Anyway. It's literally the only reason he's kept around the Unseen University, really, because he just happens to have the most power at his fingertips, and he just doesn't have any control over it. Anyway, here's a hat.
His hat is bigger than mine. And sharper.
Sharper? Does he mean sharper as in definition-wise? Well, we're having it. Obviously we are. That's a really nice hat there, actually. If I do say so myself, as a subscriber of twitch.tv/MagicalMike2.
This hat is certainly more impressive than mine. Hey, there's something inside.
There's a rabbit in it.
Wow! These handkerchiefs and white rabbits seem to go on forever.
Important to analyse that. For some reason. Which we'll find out later. At the moment, I'm supposed to be finding out what I need to do, but in reality I'm just kind of wandering around collecting things. And hoping to at some point find some information. Now, I don't know which of these wizards I need to talk to, but let's have a chat to basically everybody until they find something useful for us.
What? What are you doing just standing there? Go out and kill that dragon. Him? Him kill dragons? Aha! Don't make me wheeze. In my day, we had heroes to deal with dragons. Big fellas with swollen pectorals. At least I think that's what they were called.
Heroes aren't so important. I still reckon this youngster over here could kill a dragon if he really had to.
Him? Ha! It'd have to be 1,000,000 to 1 chance.
It would indeed. Any help?
What can you tell me about heroes?
Heroes? Ha! Well, I can tell a hero a mile off. They've always got a magical talisman on them. It's like when you go to a fair. What? And win it? Oh, no, not a fair. A fate, that's it. You aren't fated to be a hero unless you can find a magical talisman.
Right you are then.
Indeed. Let's see.
Listen, one thing I've always meant to ask, these dresses we wear, are they strictly necessary?
No, we've had
Yes,
this conversation
my way.
before.
And,
Higher, like,
well, it's
or
Just
it
skip
might-
through
what's-
this.
Eh? Good point.
Yep.
What?
Okay. So a magical talisman. Where the heck are we going to get one of those from? I really don't want to talk to Wendell again. By the way,
Where'd you put all that stuff? Now this could be a handy extension handle.
a handy extension handle. I don't know why he makes that observation when I look at the staff, which, by the way, is actually now a broom handle. Yeah, I believe we pulled the brush end of a broom off and swapped that with his staff. Didn't we? Let's take the library exit out. I believe this hall is still open, right? I walked past it in the library earlier. I didn't take it because... there it is. Oh yeah, we actually can't use L-Space, look. It doesn't actually exist at the moment. Anyway. Where else have we got to explore? There's the alley and the drum. The inn we've been to. There's the palace. I don't think we can get into the palace yet, though.
Clear off, you. Every time you come around, you start trouble.
Oh, me?
Yeah, we don't actually have any items to trick these two guards into letting us in. So let's check out the square. Because I reckon we can get something at the square. First of all, the notices.
Make money in your spare time. Apply to Ankh-Morpork City Mint, Outworkers Department.
Money laundering? What's the word that I can't think of where you just create your own money? Counterfeiting, there we go.
It's a man's life in the City Watch. Vacancies for trolls, dwarves, gnomes and undead. Be a man in the City Watch.
Some sort of reference that I'm not getting there, I think.
Coffin for sale. One owner only. Low mileage. Apply after dark to Baron not far auto. Elm Street.
Elm Street? I don't know if that's a reference to Friday the 13th. Nope, wrong. Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm an idiot. Ignore me. Yes. The old-timers. This guy is fully dead now. And he's been buried, apparently, in the street.
Aha! Crocus Gittus. Or the common old garden boring old codger.
What do they think about being a hero?
It's him, what's his face, the hero.
Him? A hero? I still say you're wrong.
It's hundreds to one that a little wimp like him could take out a dragon.
100s to 1? That's not that bad, you know.
Where's your friend gone now?
Slumming.
What, is that him in the grave?
He's only shamming. Wants to see who turns up with flowers.
Look, I really think you ought to call a doctor or something. I think he might be quite ill.
No, don't play along with it. It'll only encourage him.
I think he's dead.
As heroes, I mean real bona fide heroes, don't you think there's something useful you should do?
Do? Are we invited to a do?
Oh, no, do. Take action. Fight against oppression, that sort of thing.
Long time since I last went to a do. There was custard, I remember, and sausages on poles.
No, I mean, shouldn't we all band together against the dragon?
A
Band?
band?
Yeah.
Are they having a band as well?
Canopies. That's what they call them, stuck in a pineapple. Very cultured. I wonder if we're invited.
So far, these so-called heroes not really being that helpful.
What can you tell me about heroes?
Heroes? Can we tell you about heroes or what?
Yes, indeedy. Can we what?
What?
Tell him about heroes.
Oh, yes, heroes. Well, the first thing your potential hero must do is look right. Can't have shoddy-looking heroes, can we?
No, indeedy.
Now, the most important thing for your aspiring hero is a posing pouch. Just the thing for attracting young maidens.
Yes, indeedy. Oh, indeedy me.
The bigger the better. That's what I always say.
Just ignore him.
A posing pouch.
I really do think we ought to get organised about this dragon.
Quite right.
Absolutely.
But I told him you won't find one around here. The city's built on loam, you see. You got to go up to the mountains to find them.
Fine what? What are you talking about this time?
Rocks. You need a rock. A rock and some bombs.
Or stocks. I've got some 10% stocks in a company somewhere. Can't say I want a dragon to eat them, though.
Yeah, no sharecropping here. A virgin tied to a rock with bonds. You have to have it. It's tradition.
Why is tradition so important?
Because human beings are essentially repetitive creatures.
Why?
Because human beings are essentially repetitive creatures.
Oh god, it started.
Why?
Because human beings
Oh, no.
are essentially repetitive creatures.
Oh no, make
Why?
it stop.
Because
Somebody
human
help.
beings are
Help.
essentially
This man's
repetitive
stuck.
creatures.
Why?
Because human beings are essentially repetitive creatures.
I'll give in. You've got more practice at this than me.
Oh, you don't get to my age without being open to old ideas.
Right, so that was just completely intentional and Rintoon was totally egging him on. At least that's nice to know. At least these characters aren't intentionally massively stupid.
Well, excuse me, I think there's someone calling me.
Right. A posing pouch. That's probably useful information. What is going on with this shingle now?
The art of signposting is apparently long, long dead.
What's Dibbler got for us now?
All right. What are you selling this time?
Weight loss, sir?
I beg your pardon.
Feeling like a bucket of lard, sir? Like the
I'm cutting
proverbial
my own throat.
ambulatory what's name? Whale?
Look, what are you selling this time? Just get it over with.
It's the liposuction weight loss program, sir. Guaranteed to turn a hippo into a nymph in just 1 year or your money back.
Let me guess. You're proposing using leeches to suck out someone's fat.
beauty can be yours while you wait, sir.
But the leech is a hematoparasite.
What, sir?
It drinks blood. It doesn't gobble up cellulite. A little leech can't make you lose any weight.
Depends how much blood it takes, sir. You'd be surprised. It's all guaranteed. Lose weight in 1 year or your money back. Here, have the leaflet.
It says here that the management reserves the right to define 1 year according to any local calendar it sees fit.
That's right, sir.
But the Trumelian calendar year is 311 months long.
Really, sir? Well, look, seeing as how you're a friend, I'll do you a discount. I'm cutting my own throat, but
Look, I don't need a weight loss system.
have you thought about the future, sir? I mean, you could remove weight now and store it for use in the future. Could cut down on grocery bills, sir.
Now, I don't think that's very practical.
Well, our medical practice now offers a variety of other services and cures, sir. I've got wart treatments, rheumatism. Here's a potion guaranteed to cure blindness.
But I'm not blind.
You
Guaranteed.
see, sir? A miracle cure.
You're not fooling anyone, you know.
Oh, well, sir. Perhaps we can do business in the future.
Ah. Could you tell me about that leechosuction thing again?
Careful one, would you, sir? Cut price. I'm cutting my own throat.
Okay then, couldn't do any harm. As if I haven't had enough exercise of late.
Brilliant, we got a bag of leeches. How wonderful for us.
A paper bag of leeches.
You can double click to grab the leeches.
Leeches? Ah. Nothing like an invertebrate to get you going in the morning.
Yeah. And a paper bag.
A brown paper bag.
Great. Can we get an egg? We can. Let's get an egg. For some reason we just smash it on the ground. This poor mouse. Absolutely dead. Don't miss that snake though. You do need it. Important information there.
The old magic markings on the snake trick.
Don't know what that's all about. Can we get another egg? We can get an egg. Also required.
Well, this egg's seen better days.
Not a great egg apparently. Well. By the way, remember when I said just a few minutes ago that we needed Windlepoons' staff again? We do. So, we need to grow the snake with the fertilizer, of course.
The old magic markings on the extremely long snake trick.
Grab the starch. And then we have a very stiffened snake.
The old magic markings on the magically stiffened extremely long snake trick. It's even got a knob on the end.
Even got a knob on the end. Looks like we just found something to replace Windlepoons' fake staff with again, so that we can get some more use out of that handle. Important stuff. Let's just take this knife and see if I can cut this rubber belt. Yep. Oh dear. Right, let's just put that knife back. We seem to have absolutely ruined this place. Wait, it's a custard machine now? Hold on.
Sir, come and taste the quality of my wares.
What?
What in Offler's name are you selling? And where have all those flies come from? So what are you selling?
Selling? Why, custard, sir. The finest blue ribbon custard.
Based on what comparison?
Blue
I mean,
ribbon.
if it's the finest blue ribbon custard, that means
Oh,
as
God.
compared to some other brand of custard.
Well, compared to other custards that don't have blue ribbons.
Just tell me what's so special about this custard then.
It's an aphrodisiac, sir. A love potion. A magic so potent that none can resist its spell.
Love custard? What a terrible thought. Wait a minute. Why is this custard all lumpy?
Nothing, sir. Merely local colour. I guarantee The air custard stocks are now largely free of insect-oriented problems.
Well, I certainly don't bloody well trust it.
Look, aren't you the guy who used to collect the dunny cans?
All that is behind me now, sir. I am now the Custard King.
The Custard King?
So what are all the flies doing here?
Cooling system, sir. They're fanning the custard with their wings to take the heat off.
Oh, well, look, I'm still a bit concerned about the level of hygiene. Do you have health standards?
Yes, indeed, sir.
Well,
Well, what, sir?
what are your health standards?
Oh, we watch the flies very carefully, sir. The moment one looks a little bit off colour, he's hauled off to bed and we don't listen to any excuses.
Right.
There you go.
Odd bit of Rob Brydon voicing for Eric Idle there? I don't know what that's about.
God, it's a, what is that thing?
Good question. There's some flies.
Some of these flies have got little scarves and flying helmets.
And it now says custard.
The Custard King.
Yeah, I don't want to be here anymore. What a horrible thought. Let's go visit the psychotrickerist. What is this?
Baby, sweetie doll.
Eh?
So good to see you. You're looking swell.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Now sit down and shut up.
Nein. With feeling. Whoop. Oh, this is terrible. Next, if I need a monkey, I'll let you know.
Oof, big mistake. Bit of a setup for the second game here a little bit as well.
Attack of the 50-foot dwarf. That should be it.
Baby, sweetie doll.
Eh?
So good to see you. You're looking...
Oh,
Now...
Can't really examine the poster of the Attack of the 50-foot dwarf. We'll never know what Rincewind thinks of it until we can actually get there in a sensible time. Magazines.
what's this? Face Magazine, Special Banshee Edition. Back order forms for O Magazine. What have you lot done with Popular Siege Engineering?
Yeah, Popular Siege Engineering was my favourite too. I always used to read the war magazines in doctors' places. I don't know about you guys. Well, apparently that is highly not interesting. Why does this troll have a green moustache?
I didn't think trolls could grow facial hair. Hello again. You're the troll, right?
Flint.
Eh?
My name's Flint. My manager picked it for me. He thought it was more suave name for the clickies. If you want to audition these days, you gotta be suave. Ah, pieces of eight. Luke, I am your father.
It's not got any better, has it?
Not really, but just think of all the savings they could make on hiring extras.
What sort of role are you looking for?
A hero. That's why I've grown the moustache. You have to have a black moustache if you're going to be a hero.
That moustache is made out of lichen, isn't it?
Well, I was in a hurry. Anyway, I don't grow beard bits very well.
Need a black moustache to be a hero. Interesting. And I'd completely forgotten that I needed that piece of information. So hey, there we go. Apparently the psychotrickerist is no longer psychiatry based. Instead seems to be, well, an agency for auditioning for movies. Interesting. Starfish, hello.
I have absolutely no desire to talk to that person at this time.
Wow, alright, we're just gonna straight up bad manner him. Nobody in the stocks at the moment. Amazon Warrior. Oh, surely she must know about being a hero. Hello.
Have you ever thought of using this virginity thing as an advantage?
Eh?
Oh, as a virgin, I mean. Have you ever thought about the career possibilities of being, say, for instance, tied to a rock?
Oh, I don't actually qualify anymore.
What? Did someone finally best you in combat?
At Tiddlywinks, actually.
Tiddlywinks!
Well, the goddess and me, we finally reached this understanding.
Oh, blast! And I'm good at Tiddlywinks.
Almost feel bad for Rincewind, but not really because it's funny.
So what's up in the mayhem department today?
Well, funny you should say that. Business is taking a very odd turn. I did what you said, issued certificates of lustful intent, and it worked quite well. But then some fellows began transferring them. You know, saying I couldn't hit them because they'd passed the certificate on to someone else. Turns out they were cancelling people's debts if they took the note off their hands as a favour. I've had to get all formal now, stipulate the meaning of the notes in full.
The issuer promises to redeem this note for one punch in the face. That sort of thing.
Yeah, that's the one. I'm thinking of calling them pound notes.
Pound notes. It's a British currency joke. Anyway.
You seem a likely candidate to ask. What do you know about heroes?
Heroes? Well, let me see. I think I killed a few the other day. Well, I say I killed, I just do the holes. They usually die all by themselves. No point blaming me.
Well, about these heroes?
Always muscular types, always got moustaches.
Moustaches, eh?
Oh yeah, but your real hero, your actual predestined hero, he's usually got the marks of some kind of destiny actually on him.
What, you mean he comes born with them or something?
A birthmark?
There's your birthmark, you know, marking him as hidden heir to the throne. Then there's the magical sword left in the stepfather's keeping.
A magical sword, eh?
Well, you can always tell a real hero. They have a sword that goes ting.
Ting?
Yes, it's all part of the act.
A sword that goes ting.
Look, I'd really appreciate some help with this rotten dragon. You don't think you could, like,
Yes?
help? I mean, if it's not too much trouble, pardon me for asking and all.
Well, I don't really think I can.
Oh, look, why, for Offler's sake?
Well, it's the flames, you see. The goddess Mothra kind of requires us to dance around them and then smack our heads against a wall. It's a very well-regarded ritual.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What with the dragon flame aspect of things, I can't see as I'd be much help.
Look, don't they have any other gods out there in the hublands that you can worship?
Well, there is Friggamum, the snow god.
Fine. Well, why don't you switch to worshipping him then?
What? Would you want to walk around in the frost in this outfit?
You have a point there, you know. Possibly two.
Possibly two, indeed. I think she did just thump us, but it didn't quite play the animation perfectly there.
Well, goodbye.
Well, at least she's very much aware of that situation. But yeah, she does make two very good points about that. Right, we just came out of that little excursion with a whole load of more information. And we can now go to the palace, which I will do. Because of the stuff that Dibbler gave us. The leeches. You know, the whole fat cure thing. Also, we got a rubber belt, I forgot about this.
This has to be the second biggest, stretchiest object I've seen today.
Anyway, let's give the leeches to one of these guards.
That doesn't work.
The other guard?
I was just wondering.
What is it now?
Don't listen.
Well, it's about this leecho-suction thing. Are you going to pay the balance you owe or what?
What leecho-suction?
Our patented new fat removal system. Your friend here put a down payment on for a treatment for your wife, and we need to collect the balance.
You backstabbing little...
Don't listen. It's a lie, just like all the other times.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, thanks, pal. No offence.
No, none taken.
Oh, good.
So do you want this leecho-suction or what?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course.
Clearly I'm dealing with inferior intellects, which is quite hard to do in my case.
It sure is. Self-put-down boy here. Oof, what is that noise? What is going on here?
Are you standing for this new tax?
Hey, it does seem a trifle harsh.
A standing
How can
tax.
I make progress up the social ladder if I get it in the neck?
Yeah, it's hard to get ahead without a head. Are you all right?
Yes, thank you, Mother.
I guess that's a no, he's not alright. The cook is here now?
Pancake thieves, that's who's behind it. You're actual robbers of pan-fried bread goods.
I'll just let you get on with it then, shall I?
It's criminal.
That'll be me.
That's what it is, criminal.
Right you are then. I'll just stand over here, don't mind me.
Patrician,
It's all very simple. Try to understand. The new tax is per head, or as the lawyers say, per capita. If you don't like per capita, I can happily arrange decapita instead. The same goes for you. In a democracy, everyone gets treated the same.
Right, I don't know what he's talking about. Let's get out of this horribly noisy place. And real quickly steal this brush.
A genuine hog bristle back scrubbing brush.
Because we'll be needing that.
A genuine ha
Okay.
ha. Now that takes me back to my old school days.
Wait, what?
A genuine hog bristle back scrubbing brush. Ha ha. Now that takes me back to my old school days.
I don't think I want to ask. See, is there anything else in here? No, sir. Okay. Just accumulating items at this point. What is this absolute racket, though? A smoke device.
Oh, I see. Sort of a draconic calling card. That doesn't...
Right. There's a new area we can get to, though. The dungeon. So let's just go in there. Because, of course. Ah. The sound of a genuine stream watcher. Ah, an Iron Maiden. Excellent.
You know, it's rather hard to find a decent back scratcher these days.
Yeah, probably not the best idea, though. Let's see. Some cells. Some cells, as I was saying.
Hello? Who's this? The damn thing's occupied.
Hey-ho.
What in Offler's name are you
It's a
doing?
thief.
Slumming.
Or shall I release you?
Oh no. The quota system's gone all to hell, so we're working on something new, pre-serving our prison time. You see, the average thief's prison sentence is about 2 years, but only 1 in 10 thieves actually gets caught. Therefore, if we all spend 2.4 months in jail, that clears everybody of their social debt. It's all very logical, you see. Patrician's idea.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. So,
Bit of a
how's about
silly
this weather,
idea.
then?
Yes, I thought it was extraordinary myself. Apparently, a high-low pressure system has been moving left across the river valley, combined with a counterclockwise humidity layer caused by the internal combustion of tree roots.
Ah, yeah. Exactly.
What?
Stealing all the gold in the kingdom, they said.
Ah,
All the gold in the kingdom, it was given to me.
it's the sleazy guy. Well, to be fair, he's not wrong. What's this?
Looks rather like a mouse hole. Sorry to disturb you.
It's all right.
Sounds a lot like an imp.
That doesn't...
It's just absolute horror here, isn't it? I don't suppose we can lure the imp out with anything, can we? Okay. I don't think we have what we need. Oh, good! It's the Fool! And a skeleton. And Chucky.
Minimal entertainment facilities down here, apparently. Aha! Now this is interesting. Oh. Sorry about that.
Sorry about that indeed, but we did get a bone out of it.
Not much meat on it.
Not wrong.
Oh, no! Nice sturdy wood they use in these. Always a pleasure to see a familiar face.
And the Torture Master.
Ah, an information retrieval technician. Well, I suppose it's a job, isn't it?
Sorry, Information Retrieval Technician.
Ah, yes. Hello. So, you're a torturer then?
Please, sir, we professionals within the industry prefer the term information extraction technician. A little nicety, sir, that marks an otherwise very old and dignified profession. Always does well to take pride in one's new line of work, sir.
So you're new at the job then?
Well, more like a promotion, really. I started off as a tax collector, and it's all the
Oh,
same
yeah.
Really?
Oh, yes, sir. Hey, don't I know you?
No.
You?
Nope.
You're one of them.
Little darts with scales and big long tails and...
What?
I'm not. I've never even seen you before. Even if they did throw you in the stocks. Ooh, and someone might have been throwing tomatoes at you, but it wasn't me.
Ah, right, well, good. Because I'll tell you what, I'd have been ever so cross if you had been. Anyway, can I help you with anything, sir? A bit of torture on account? Something off the ears?
No, thanks. I'm just window shopping.
Right. Yes. I mean, to be fair, we were part of the cult, sort of, so we should be in these kind of positions, but, you know, let's chat to the fool.
Hello? Are you all right?
Here, just look what they've got pinned onto my lapel. Oh, Chucky. Oh, Chucky.
Bloody stupid fool. Anyway, buggering off from here, we don't need to be here anymore. I was just looking up... one thing on how to get that imp out of that hole, and yeah, I couldn't remember exactly, but we're going there next anyway?
This hole is sort of, well, dragon-shaped now you come to mention it.
Is it? God, this absolute racket. Yeah, let's get out of here. Oof. Far too loud for me, lads. Let's see. I need to go to the street. I need to go to the mended drum. Where is that again? Where is the mended drum? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's called the broken drum on the map still. Don't mind me, Mr. Troll. I know we don't need to talk to him at all, so there's no point. Now then. Is that a new drink I spy?
Clatchian cactus juice with something wriggling inside.
Ah.
Barkeep, a drink. Clatchian cactus juice.
Hang on, sir. I'll just have a look.
Building the tension.
Yes?
Sorry, sir. Just increasing the dramatic tension.
It's very successful. Guy knows his stuff. Anyway, there's a weird wiggly worm in that. Which of course we're gonna drink. Poor idea, but in the glass is another worm. I don't know why worms can lure out imps, but there you go.
Looks like it's been having a good time in that Clatchian cactus juice.
It's a drunk worm. Let's see if we can tie string to it. Yep.
It's a worm with a string tied to its tail.
I mean, this worked before, so hey, probably work again, right?
Well, give us a Zynmouse Lacantar Splenetic Emollient then, please.
That sounds quite deadly. Do we actually already have a tankard? We do. Oddly enough, you can pick up a new one and it just replaces the old one. Don't know why that happens. Right. What happens if we go downstairs, eh?
Ah, yes. Standard gleaming white eyes, probably attached to a standard black shaggy monster. I wonder if it'd help if I sang about my favourite things.
Who knows, but can we get luggage and can we use the lantern on them to light them up?
That doesn't work.
Apparently not. No. I don't really know what the lantern is for, if I'm completely honest. I don't suppose we can use matches on it.
That doesn't...
No. Just a silly idea there. Okay. Maybe we can chat to the barman about going down there.
No way. 1 drink per act is enough for me.
Alright, well, I guess not. What about the braggart? We do need a magic talisman, and this guy apparently knows where the Temple of Offler is.
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Oh, yes.
That's it, is it? That's the way you greet the greatest hero of our age? The one, the only, the invincible?
You what?
I'm important, me. I can't just go around answering any old greeting, you know.
Well, how would you prefer I greet you then?
Well, shoving a pint in me hand would be nice. I'm Flea Bart the Incredible. Greatest thief in the multiverse. I've survived everything. I fought the ant god of quacks and he doesn't even exist. And I survived the valley of the scantily clad, amazingly well hairstyled Amazon women. I've even escaped from the Temple of Offla, from which no other man has returned in fewer than 3 pieces.
I don't believe a word of this.
Well, it is information that we
You
need.
dare to doubt the greatest hero of our age? I'm known all up and down the river, I am.
The river?
Yeah.
The River Ank? Isn't that a little dangerous?
You have to watch out for all the goiters and the yaws.
Yours? What's yours?
Mine's another pint, thanks. Then there was the time I blah, boast, blah, blah.
Barkeep, a drink.
Technically, we already have one, but it is just taken out of our luggage. We've had these 2 drinks for most of the game. Actually, we picked them up in Act 1, so these have surely gone stale. So it's a good idea that we've got more to it. Anyway, let's give these to the braggart and see if we can get some information out of him.
About those Amazon women.
And one hand, it's going to succulent, a rounded meringue,
Meringue?
hot custard bath. Wild slithering, clawing at my... And then we had some tea.
Oh, tea. Well, that was not useful in the slightest. Let's get the heck out of here. None of that information was actually particularly usable in any way. So what's next? There's the alley, which we could go to. Oh, hold on. The livery stable would be a better idea. Also, I don't think there's anything at the park, but let's have a look real quick. Nah. Although, see if
So, what do you think about all this? Oh, I see.
see if the sign has changed. I accidentally clicked on luggage there.
Keep off the grass. Actually, since they irrigate this stuff with river water, I'm surprised they even need the sign. The stench should be enough to simply move you right along.
Yeah, so it's just gone back to normal. Alright, so nothing at the park, as I expected. Where is the stable? I've just completely lost track of it. There it is. I don't remember if this sack is particularly useful. Oh, it is. It's got corn in it.
Quadrotriticale, I presume.
Important stuff. Oh, look, donkey.
I say, this poor beast looks under the weather. That doesn't...
Why is he under the weather?
That doesn't... Luxuriant tail, that.
Well, interesting stuff. Let's just hop along and go to the street. Let's have a chat to the beggar.
Arms for the poor, sir.
Oh, no!
Lost his
This
arm
time
now.
you've gone too far.
I do have status now, sir.
Yeah, but you got no arms or legs.
Is it helping business?
Oh, yes, sir. The money's just rolling in.
Aren't you afraid someone will take it?
No, sir, no one would attack an unarmed man.
Oh no. Alright, chat, count the arm puns.
You're a loony.
That's a nice,
You're a loony.
simple reaction there. Yep.
Oh, for heaven's sake. How did you get the second arm off?
Wasn't easy, sir.
Wasn't easy, it's a damn miracle.
Yes.
That's not quite what I meant.
But, sir, there's a fortune to be made in the limb loss market these days.
How?
It saves on housing, sir. I don't need high ceilings anymore.
You don't need doorknobs either.
There you are, sir. Now you're getting the idea.
Look, just don't cut anything else off.
Well, actually, sir.
I just don't want to hear about it.
Neither do I.
Right, you are then.
Oh god, this poor sod. Alright, in here we have a little book.
Funny sort of appointment book. Nice big pages, though.
Let's steal it for some reason.
Funny sort of appointment book. Nice big pages, though.
Don't know what we're going to do with that. Where is the barber? Oh, well, we can have his scissors.
Gosh! The only ones they'll ever let me use at the university have the ends all blunted off.
We'll have those too. Don't know where the barber is. I don't know what the appointment book is for either yet. Actually, you know.
That doesn't... Funny sort of appointment book. Nice big pages, though.
Nope, I'm not sure. Not yet. Still just wandering around collecting things. Now then, do we need to see the fishmonger at all? He's certainly got a different kind of belt. I think he's tied his pants on with an eel.
Well, if times ever get hard, at least he can masquerade as one of the stock.
Yeah.
I have absolutely...
Don't need to talk to him though. Let's just bugger off. In here, there is probably nothing new. Apparently the octopus is still there. We don't need to mess with that. Alright. Let's check out the corner. I don't think there's going to be anything here. Nope. Absolutely not. I think the last place is going to be the toy shop, and I don't think there's anything we need here either. Ah, no, there is. There is indeed something we need here. What the heck are these things?
Yes, a fairly eclectic collection. Can't say as I approve of modern toys. Ah, prime knickknacks. Soft toy dinosaurs.
Which we can take for some reason, not sure why.
A green stuffed lizardy thing.
Well, there's that. And do you remember this glue pot?
Ah, looks like a prime paste blanc extraordinaire to me. Good body, but a bit fruity for my taste.
Yeah, I wouldn't advise trying to eat it. But that is a good idea for that troublesome bloody dog at the inn, right? Let's get this bone. Dip it in the glue. And now we've got a sticky bone.
Not much meat on it, but plenty of glue to go round.
Now when that dog tries to bother us, we can just bait it with a bone and get its mouth stuck, and then it won't be able to interrupt our conversations anymore. That's useful stuff. That's the street. We don't want to go into the alley just yet. Do want to go out the city gate though. Still a few more places to go and explore. Specifically the woods. With its incredibly loud stuff going on. Oh, there's the barber. Couple of things we need here. First of all, let's get a pot. Dip it in the bucket. Now we've got a pot of water.
A pot full of water. I hope it's not river water. I'd hate to melt the pot.
It isn't. We also need that crank. So the best way to get that would be... I've lost the screwdriver. We have a screwdriver here, so there it is. Alright, that's a crank. Let's just dump it in there.
Quite a handy wooden crank, this.
Be handy for something. What's the barber doing here?
Persistent little blighter, isn't he? There you are!
She's forgotten about me. If only she would come.
That doesn't...
Nope, but I've got a good idea of what to do with the appointment book now. Our idea being that perhaps we should take that to the milkmaid in the psychotrickerist's place and see what we can do with it. The pass? Nope, I don't think there's any reason to be here. I don't think there's much reason to be anywhere around here now at the moment. There are a couple more locations on this part of the map that we can find, but not yet. First of all, we are missing a few key bits of things. First of all, we need to go to the inn. And inside the inn, we need that soap. The one that's on the bath there. And by combining that with a pot full of water, great, now we've got a pot full of soapy water.
A pot of frothy water. Must have a million household uses. Shame I can't think of any right now.
I can think of something. That would be cleaning things. Maybe combine it with the brush. And now we've got a soapy brush.
A genuine hog bristle back scrubbing brush.
Very good. That will come in useful. As with every single other item that I've said in the entire game. The bogeyman. Hey.
Who's there? Hello? Hello, is anybody there? Look, there is someone there. I can see bits of you poking out behind the door. What are you doing back there?
Go away.
Really? Look, just come out from behind...
I can't...
An agoraphobic
Lay off. It's no...
What does a bogeyman...
It's quite a
Just skipping
hard
through
job.
this.
Long hour.
Really?
Well, there's your place.
Get out from behind that door.
I won't...
I believe we did the angry response, right?
Oh, stop snivelling. I thought you were a grown monster. Whatever would your mother say?
Mother? Oh, Mother! My mother would never take me to the zoo, you know.
Really? Would you care to lie on a couch, by the way?
Oh, no. The door's quite comfortable, thank you. Anyway, I asked her, and she'd never take me.
Have you ever thought of seeing a psychiatricist about this problem?
Oh, no. I mean, that's for sick people.
Yes, quite. Tell me about your mother.
I'll just skip through this a little bit.
The zoo, all part of a basic It's not easy scaring people, you see. You have to start small and kind of work up to human beings.
This is the
As
important bit.
in, terrify some lower orders of life, then shift up to people once you've got the knack.
That's it. That's what you have to do.
Well,
I guess we can't do that yet. We need more information. We lack the critical information, as some people might say. Anyway, this bloody dog. Let's deal with this sod. Where is it? The gluey bone. Hey, doggo. Here you go.
very suspicious looking dog, that.
Yeah, but now we can talk to the sailor about his tattoo. And the dog will not interrupt
Look,
us.
sorry about all that stuff I said before.
What?
Well, you know, sorry about being a matalo and all that. You see, it wasn't really me, it was this talking dog over here.
If you were really sorry about all those things you said before, you'd buy me a drink.
Ah, look, would you have another round?
Oh, thanks, chum. I'll have a glass of milk, please.
Milk?
Oi!
Milk.
From the venomous she-bats of Ree, served in a dirty glass.
Ah, I thought so.
It's good for my stress. You see, I miss my Polly.
Right. More information. That's what we needed. And that dog's going to be chewing that bone for the rest of the game. Right, we need to go to the drum and get some milk. Milk. I mean, fair enough. A lot of threads of stuff going on right now. I need to go back to the shades as well. To peel off that camouflage.
Old Uncle Benjamin's patent stain remover. Old Uncle Benjamin's patent embalming fluid.
One of these is old Uncle Benjamin, right?
Old Uncle Benjamin.
These have changed positions, I'm sure of it. Anyway, milk.
No way. 1 drink per act is enough for me.
Wait, where can I get milk from? Don't say a cow, because that's obvious, right?
Hairy, malodorous, the guttering light of stupidity gleaming in his eyes. It's a fair guess that this is the barman. No way.
Right, we don't have milk on us, do we? Just randomly? Oh, you know what? We could go... maybe not. I was thinking about the coconut. Probably not good enough. Okay. Well, still more things that we can get done. We could, for example, go to the livery stable. Actually, no. You know what? The first thing I'd like to do is go back to Unseen You and get Windlepoons' staff, in quotes. Need that back. It's like, let's exchange the snake for it. It's not something you hear every day. Just need luggage and need that snake. Give it the old switcheroo times 2. Job's a good one. Then we got a broom handle back.
Now this could be a handy extension handle.
But what do we need to extend? Also, Windle, he really should be using a snake at the moment, but apparently he's using a staff.
The old magic markings on the magically stiff and extremely long snake trick. It's even got a knob on the end.
Well, Windle doesn't seem to care. Oddly enough, sometimes it looks like a snake, sometimes it looks like a staff. I can't speak. Yeah. More stuff obtained. Let's go to the shades while I'm thinking about it. Because we can scrape off that burnt dude. Oh, it isn't the mason, is it? It was just a random drunk that got burned by the dragon. Okay. So I don't know where the mason is, in fact. There's shades. And the clever part about this is that it will act quite handily as our camouflage. Sorry, camouflage. This is one of the really, really easy items to get in this part of the game. We just need luggage to come over here. In its own time. Alright. All we needed to do was get the spatula from the kitchen and then use it on the mural. Which magically changes position and we can just pull it off. Just like that. Soot.
Yes, this soot seems hauntingly familiar, but I can't quite put my finger on why.
Probably best not to ask questions. That's our camouflage. Next, to the livery stable. Because there's more stuff to do there now that we have a brush that can clean things. Actually, no. First of all, we need to go to the alley. We need to go visit the alchemist again. Also, this cutscene I'll let play out. Just to show you that he's got a new ladder. Curious. We're going to need to interact and interrupt that assassin at some point. Hello, alchemist.
What's that noise?
Oh, sorry.
That noise! What's that noise?
I can't hear you. Wait a minute while I turn off the noise.
Just tell me what you're doing.
I'm banging grains. It's for the
Ah,
clickies.
banged corn.
We need a novelty food for people to eat while watching the shows.
Banged grain?
Great name. Yes, I thought it up myself.
Yeah, I can tell. Does it always make that awful noise? It's a civil disturbance, that is. Don't you need a licence for doing that?
Well, I asked if you needed a permit to bang grain, and they've given me one of these instead.
This is a permit for soliciting street girls.
But is that better than exploded corn kernels with butter?
You don't get out much, do you?
Right. I think this is the first time we've had a proper chat with the alchemist. I don't remember if we really had a proper chat with him in Act 1 or not. Maybe we did.
Have you ever thought of...
What?
Well, the advantages of heading back into more traditional lines of work. Base metals into gold, that sort of thing.
No future in it. I turn one base metal into another one, and then another, and then into gold. 10 minutes later, it all reverts to the original metal again.
Back to first base?
Yes, that's the one.
Right.
You want to get your process cheaper. This stuff's too expensive.
Well, I bought the grain special from the grocers.
Why don't you go down the liveries table? You'd pay a third the price.
Yeah, that's an idea there. You watch the shop for a moment, and I'll be back.
Alright. See you later, alchemist, you greedy bugger. We're having your camera.
Here, this camera even has a little veranda and an easel for the imp. Empty.
No imp, though.
That doesn't...
Don't suppose there's anything we need here, is there? The corn has disappeared. The only reason we had the corn was to get the alchemist to the livery stable. Right, a few things. First of all, we need to go to the livery stable. See, the alchemist has been and taken away that sack. We can now look at the bumper bar.
That doesn't work.
Examining it gets us this. We got this. We got a number plate and a bumper sticker.
Winnie, if you love dragons. Lady Ramkin's Sunnyvale Dragon Sanctuary.
Which unlocks somewhere on the map a new place to go to. And we got this.
I can't read this. It's all covered with mud. At least I hope that's mud.
I also hope that that's mud. Anyway, clicking on the bottom of the screen, we can exit that little menu, grab our brush that we came pre-prepared with, use it on the bumper bar. Cleaning that off very nicely. And now, we can read the number plate on the donkey cart.
Sore ass.
Sore ass indeed. Very, very critical information. I'm glad we now have it. Also, just gonna drop a save. Act 3 for real. And we can head off over to the alley. If I just go up here. See ya. You remember in Act 1 where I was confused about what to do with the assassin and how to interact with him? Turns out I was thinking about all the way to this point in the game, where we have to do this. We get the knife, we use it on the ladder, just cut that. Getting ourselves a new ladder, I guess. Not that we needed it. Give this back to Rincewind. Again, not that you really need the knife anymore. And let's get out of here. This should now trigger the assassin to well, not be quite as successful as he was before. Best cutscene in the game, by the way. Because of that. And now, trigger the assassin. This is where you should really look where you're going. And there you go. One assassin.
Did you get the number of that donkey cart?
Sore ass.
Did you get the number of that donkey cart?
Sore ass.
There you go. We just told the assassin that the number of the donkey cart is sore ass. We also have 2 ladders. Very different ones.
I suppose the deluxe model has the rungs held on with a better grade of string.
Still says the same as the previous one did. Anyway, let's leave. That's all we needed to do in the alleyway. And now let's head over to the livery stable. The donkey isn't here. That's interesting. We told the assassin that Sore Ass was responsible for what he was doing, and that's changed things. How interesting. Anyway, let's go to the square. Also, there's the dragon sanctuary that opened up on the left there. We'll be there at some point too. Alright, first thing. I believe the donkey will have been arrested. Yeah.
DUI? Donkey under influence? Well, I never. That doesn't...
Can't talk to him.
This is what comes of holding low aspirations.
But we picked up those scissors, and he does have that tail. Sorry, donkey, I feel really bad for that. And that gets us a mustache. Because of course it does.
A genuine donkey tail moustache. If only it didn't smell so strange.
Yeah. I don't think we need the knife on Rincewind anymore, so let's get rid of that too. What we need to do is go into the Psychotrickerist's area. Which will forever be the Psychotrickerist's place.
Baby, sweetie doll.
Eh?
So good to see you. You're looking swell.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Now sit down and shut up.
Okay. The girl.
I'm going to be a star, you know.
Sorry?
I'm auditioning. It's for the star role in the new clicky Trolls Prefer Blondes. It's terribly modern.
Why's your bust line gotten bigger?
Silicone implants, I think they're called.
Silicone?
Yes, some cone-shaped bits chipped off that insane troll beside me. I stuffed them down my front. My agent thought it would be a good idea.
You're keeping abreast of the competition, so to speak. So, how did you get an audition?
Just stay in line like me. It's ever so much fun. I'm terribly excited about this casting couch idea.
Really?
Oh, yes, because I love fishing.
I think I need a good lie down.
Oh, do you want to go on the couch as well?
Not if I can possibly avoid it, no.
Oh, so would you like my autograph?
You what?
Well, it's like a name on a bit of paper. My agent Otto thought it up. See? Autograph. He says it'll be worth a lot of money one day.
Really?
Oh, yes, especially if you use expensive paper. If you bring me something to write on, I can give one to you.
That's very considerate of you.
That's actually exactly why we came here. Where is the appointment book? Let's just ask her to give us an autograph.
Next.
Job done.
Next.
I am next. Alright, let's go audition for a film? Question mark? What has happened to this guy?
Come in. So, you want to play a hero, yeah?
A hero?
Well, this is to be a hero's role. Just say your lines and we'll see if we can't get you a screen test.
Lines?
Raiders of the
All
Lost
heroes
Offler.
shout something as they attack. It's traditional. Just say whatever comes into your head.
Hasta la vista, baby?
Here, try this.
But this just says ARG.
Hey, that's what all dragon slayers say.
Really?
Yeah, just before they fry to a crisp. Come back when you've practiced. Now off you go.
Trolls prefer blondes and Raiders of the Lost Offler. There you go. Many references were had. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Right, we now have an autograph.
An appointment book with the milkmaid's autograph.
I'm sure that will come in handy. Although thinking about it... Right, what other stuff do we need to do? The inn? We don't have the milk. And I can't even think about how to get the milk right now. But we can go to the palace. There's a couple more things we can grab there. I'm assuming we can't just walk past again? No.
Clear off, you!
Oh, me!
Luckily we do still have a paper bag that we can use to trick these guys. With their wife being ugly?
Ah, well, anyway, here's a bag.
For who?
For your friend here. He said he wanted it for when he went out to dinner with your wife.
I never. Don't listen to him. It's a sodding lie.
It isn't. He said he wanted it to put over his head so he wouldn't have to see your wife's face.
Why, you...
It's a lie. A lie. He's just trying to cause trouble again.
What? Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course. Thanks, pal.
You're welcome, mate.
After all we've been through together.
Well, they've wised up
it's
at least.
silly how we can still... Yes, I know. Still. Thick and thin together, eh? You and me against the world.
That's what friends are for, mate. What friends are for.
So do you want the bag then?
Yeah. All right.
I guess they've not wised up quite enough. Apologies for this horrible noise. We need to visit the dungeons. Like I said, a couple more things we can grab here. Wait for the screams. I need luggage. I need to lure out these eyes. Maybe cheese might do it though. Nope, apparently a worm will do just fine. Oh, it's a mouse. Well, ain't no mouse anymore, boys. What is this? It's a rat.
That rat has a zipper running along its back.
How strange. Double clicking on the rat. Removes the costume and gives
Pesky
us
little blighters, these imps.
an imp, which we can put in the camera.
Here, this camera even has a little veranda and an easel for the imp. The little blighter looks a little drunk. Hope he can still paint okay.
Anyway, I think we need to put that on Rincewind, because we'll need to use it somewhat later on. Couple of things here. Chucky.
Oh, Chucky, Chucky, Chucky!
You know, it's a bit of satisfaction for us, really. Let's just take this crank and use it on the rack.
Had enough?
Oh, no, not by a long stretch.
How about Chucky, though?
I'm melting. Oh, I'm melting. And your little dog too.
Ah, a sword that goes ploink.
Indeed.
Ah, a sword that goes ploink.
That sword's out of tune, that is. You want to take it to a dwarf, mate. They know all about tuning up swords.
right.
Ah, a
A
sword that goes ploink.
Very good. I don't know how you figured out that Chucky was hiding that thing. Really, it's just fun to torture him with this crank that we got from the well. Anyhow, let's leave this place. Don't think we need to come back here anytime at all. And... oh. The noise! Ugh. We only know one dwarf. And that would be Carrot. But before I go out that way, let's go to Lady Ramkin's Dragon Sanctuary. New place.
Intertwined dragons. You know, I'm beginning to pick up a bit of a theme about this place.
It's a dragon breeding sanctuary.
Lady Ramkin's Dragon Sanctuary. Brimstone deliveries at the rear. Lady Brimstone delivery.
Okay, let's just head on in.
Well, I suppose when you're this rich, garden gnomes are just too passé.
Absolutely. Of a big old statue. Fancy place, this. There's a door and a knocker.
The front door. Yet another chance to have something closed in my face.
Ah, I do like being slammed into doors that...
Dragon-shaped. Well, I'll be...
Let's pretend I never said anything. And let's head on around the back, if I can remember exactly how to do that. There is a way around the back. I promise.
Yes. Well, it's all right if you go for that pre-patrician opulence.
Well, we could just knock on the door. Just wait a few seconds. Hello. Oh, it's that's who Lady Ramkin is.
I'm just feeding my little darlings now. Do come around the back.
Okay, fair enough. We needed permission to go around the back. Let's do that. Let's see what she's got. Also, dragons?
Aha! The tradesman's entrance. That doesn't...
Can't actually go in there. Yeah, interesting. Dragons. There are two types of dragons in the Discworld. The big dragons, which have a specific name. One of those Latin sort of scientific type name things that come about every now and then. And then we got swamp dragons. What's this? A rosette?
A nice blue ribbon and rosette.
Yes, I won that at last year's Swamp Dragon Breeders' Show. Poor old Reginald Lampwick Ponchinbury III. He just up and exploded with excitement at the time. Pity, really.
Yeah. There's a leash. We can't actually take the rosette, but we need it. How about the leash?
I hope that leash isn't flammable.
Well, we can grab it. We'll need that at some point fairly soon for something very oddly specific. Huh. What's all of this nonsense? Mambo?
Mambo the 16th. Quite a chirpy little chap, aren't you?
A dragon?
Nigel Hawthorne Rampshire the 8th.
They all have great names, by the way.
Randolph Bloomington Horrogate the 11th.
Oh, well, he exploded.
Oops! Make that the 10th.
See, the problem with swamp dragons is that they are incredibly gaseous, and they don't really know how to control their fire breathing. So they just do sort of explode every now and then.
Nothing like that fine Ankh-Morpork workmanship, is there?
Can I have that nail, I wonder? I guess so. I don't know what I need that for.
A nice big rusty nail. Another one for my coffin.
A molten pile?
Good grief, it's sizzling!
Another dragon?
Tecumseh Farrowgut the 9th.
And I think that's all the dragons. So let's have a chat with Lady Ramkin.
again. You were at the hairdresser's.
I was, yeah. What's that? A key?
I wonder if wood is really the wisest thing to make dragon cages out of.
Probably not, huh?
Nope, I can't shift it.
A key?
Well, I suppose the key's safe in her stocking top. No one's likely to dive his hand in there.
Or are they? Because we have a pickpocket skill that we can use on it.
That doesn't work.
Well, I guess that didn't work.
I'm Lady Ramkin. Do mind the doo-doos.
Eh?
Well, if you don't, the doo does what it does.
It does? What does it do?
Well, it does the dirty. The doo-doos, I mean. It can be dodgy, ducking doo-doos. If there's any carbon on your feet, you could be history. And geography. Dragon droppings are rather unstable, even explosive. That's what the boots are for. Can't go tracking this sort of thing in the house. It eats through the rugs. And the foundations, actually.
Oh, yes. I'll be careful.
Some sort of constable, are you?
Eh?
Well, your hat. It's very grand. Officer's issue, I suppose.
No, not exactly. I'm a wizard.
Ah, sorry. I'm afraid I don't have much to do with men. Dragon fancier, are you?
Right. A lot of information just thrown out there. A lot of information. Don't step in the molten piles is very important. Also the key. We're going to need that key at some point, but not yet.
Run that bit about men past me again.
Oh, well, I've just never... Well, dragons have taken up most of my time, really. I've never really got the hang of... Well, you know, boys and everything.
I think we just found our virgin candidate. What with the whole needing somebody to be tied to a rock for tradition problem?
Let's not mention dragons. I've had a bad day.
Right.
What on earth was that bang?
Oh, no, there goes another one. Poor little mite. He was one of my best breeders, too.
There he goes.
Off. He's gone off. It's the flames, you see. It's all in the digestion. The more combustible the food they eat, the more powerful the flame.
Really?
Now and then one of the little beggars overdoes it and sets himself off. Rather nasty, really. Dragon innards are so hard to shift from the ceiling.
Do they all explode?
Well, what they're trying
Most
to
of them
do is
do.
modify their digestion to create hotter flames. If they could only approach evolution more scientifically, they might do better. As it is, the species needs an awful lot of looking after.
Is a self-detonating, toxic, defecating house pet really going to catch on?
Well, there's the excitement of breeding, pedigree lines and all.
Yeah, and you can watch them all blow up afterwards.
Yes, it's hard. You get so fond of them. I give the members of one family line the same name, and then just attach a number on the end. It makes it less heart-wrenching to lose one then. That was Mambo the 15th who just detonated now.
Mambo,
Sadly,
eh?
his son is a bit of a disappointment.
Oh?
Yes, he's a runt. Mambo the 16th will probably never survive to breed. He's too small to fly, and dragons mate on the wing, don't you know? Still, he's a romantic little soul, a real charmer to the ladies.
Ladies?
Well, lady dragons. He's always doing little mating dances. Quite the little show-off, really.
So much information in that little bit of dialogue there. A lot of stuff that you're gonna have to remember. But hey, remember who Mambo is? Remember the whole mating thing? And the fact that he's a runt as well. Let's get angry.
Dragons? Where?
All around you, young man. Swamp dragons. The only kind of dragon that normally exists, of course. They're quite lovable. Are you a member of the Dragon Protection Society?
Protection Society? My dear woman, there's a dragon out there that is bent on burning this whole city to the ground.
Yes, poor thing. It's usually the owner's fault, you know.
Well, I'll catch you later then.
Right, we need that rosette. So let's become a child and play knock a door run, I guess. Give a quick knock there, run down the path, and then steal the rosette.
Yes, I won that at last, poor old Reginald. Pity, really.
Oh, well, let's try that again. I believe we might have to wait for Lady Ramkin to open the door. Alright, down the path. Yeah, I reckon I was a bit too fast actually. Let's have that rosette now. Very good. We might actually need to put it on Rincewind, but hey, there we go, one rosette. We can't do anything else here because she locks the door. But we'll need to get inside that cage much later. Anyhow, a few more things to mess with. I'm still not quite remembering where to get milk from. I mean, maybe we could just get it from the innkeeper. Let's try that. Innkeep?
A glass of milk, please.
Certainly, sir.
Odd voice acting there. But yes, there we go. One glass of milk. Give it to the sailor. Totally forgot that you could do this. Alright. And he smashes it. Great. That dog. Right, shall we talk about that tattoo now?
So, you're a pirate then, are you?
No, pal. Just a sailor now. Just a sailor since my Polly went away. Oh, my Polly.
Right, well, you've got your drink now, so why don't you fill me in on some sort of useful information?
Useful information?
Well, that's the drill, isn't it? I go into a random bar, I find the one person who seems to be reluctant to talk to me, I buy them a drink, and they tell me something.
Something like what?
Well, adventure-oriented, preferably.
Oh, well, if it's adventure you want, then here's the tale about the time when I was shipwrecked on the Isle of the scantily clad, rather well manicured Amazon women.
Oh, no.
Oh, there I was, alone with the creatures. Oh, they were succulent, they were gorgeous, you wanted to sink your teeth into them. Oh, the creatures, they were sent down from heaven, I drank them like nectar. Arr.
Jeez.
Oh, let me, and then she started rolling me, slithering,
This story seems very familiar.
And then we had some tea.
Excuse me, sir, but I've been admiring your tattoos.
Oh, fine stuff, eh? This one here, you seen this one?
That's a birthmark, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, so it is. Well, check out this one then. I lost 8 points of blood getting this one. It says, Mother.
No, it says mudder.
Oh, well, I'm a victim of low educational standards. It's the thought that counts.
Doesn't a
Why
human
have you got a
only
birthmark shaped like a crown?
have
No idea, old
8
son.
pints
There's
of
one
blood
shaped
in
like
them?
a humorous pig, too. Only I can't show you that one unless I get to know you a lot better.
So where do you get tattoos?
I can't tell you. I miss my Polly so I can't concentrate on anything till I find my Polly. Look, you've been a smashing listener. If you ever can, please go and find my Polly. Here's a whistle. It's his little parrot call.
Oh.
Whatever you do, don't ever lose it. I can't talk without my Polly.
I'll wear this around my neck. I won't lose it.
What a strange... I don't know why Act 3 has a lot of this, like, filler voice acting that seems to happen. Anyway, he won't talk about his tattoos yet. He apparently lost 8 pints of blood, which is the entirety of a human's blood supply in one encounter. Very interesting. And yeah, right, so we've got to find him a parrot. Also, let's show Noah Carrot that dwarf. Carrot the dwarf the sword.
That doesn't work.
No, maybe not that. Maybe not that simple. Just talk to him. Yeah, about this sword. It goes ploink right now. It needs to go ting.
You're all warriors. Warriors, what am I saying? So, do you know anything about swords?
Not me. You can get hurt with swords.
I know. not for a real sword, see? You got to go and get a dwarfish sword. They're the only ones who know how to tune them properly.
Tune them, eh?
Tune them.
Try the mines if you're looking for dwarves. They'll do you a favour. Ahem. Right. Any friend of mine's is a friend of theirs.
Very funny, but where are they at?
So, you're,
I
Oh,
don't...
this is not.
Well, I'll just move along then, shall I?
This is not the entire conversation I needed. Right, to the city gate. We now have the mine. Very good, let's go there. Well, that's scary.
Lo, behold the majesty of those tall, pointy stone things.
Absolutely. The whooshing, by the way, is the, I only just noticed it on the second one. The depth of field, like, zooming in and out.
Abandon all hops, ye who enter here, by order of Dwarven Women's Temperance League.
Let's have a look in the mines, then. There's not a lot to do in here, but what is to do is very important.
It's nothing like that fine Dwarven engineering. Actually, this is nothing like fine Dwarven engineering. Who's responsible for building this junk?
Good question. What have we got round here? We got a Dwarven smith?
Stout fella. Excuse me, are you a Dwarven smith?
No, I'm Dwarven Llewellyn. Dwarven Smith is over there.
Dwarven Llewellyn.
So you're definitely not a Dwarven smith then?
No, I'm a miner.
What, underage?
Yeah, I'm only 137. They won't even let me into pubs yet.
What's it like being a Dwarven miner?
Well, I just dig the whole day through, apparently.
Just that.
The hours are long, but the food's not bad. Plus, there's the Wandering Princess allowance.
Oh, really?
Wandering princess allowance? I don't think I want to ask. Beam?
Must remember to duck on the way past.
Sure. Alright, we got an anvil.
I always wanted one of those.
A dwarf.
Stunted little blighters, aren't they?
Kind of mean to say. What else we got around here? Nothing much. The hot coals, though. Important to notice.
Someone's left a potato in here. That doesn't...
Can't just grab it, though, can we? Hello, Mr. Dwarf. Can you tune my sword?
Sir?
Yes? What is it? We haven't got all day. We dwarven swordsmiths lead a busy life.
Alright, well, swordsmith, you say? Here's this.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes? What is it? We haven't got all day. We dwarven swordsmiths lead a busy life.
You mentioned.
Swordsmith?
Yes.
As in your actual maker and tuner of magical swords?
Ah, that's the one.
Well, would you tune up this sword for me?
Yes? Will right now be soon enough for you?
Look, you're sure you're a Dwarven swordsmith?
What do you mean?
Well, aren't you going to tell me that you won't do the task until I find some obscure item from somewhere?
Why?
Well, it's traditional. Nothing's easy for adventurers. There's always just one more object to collect.
Well, if you want it that way, I suppose. All right, go. And return only when you have brought me...
A glass of elderberry wine.
That's it. Complete your quest and then return. How was that?
Oh, marvellous. I can't thank you enough.
Any time.
Right. Rincewind landing himself in it there. So we need a glass of elderberry wine. So that the dwarves will tune our sword so it no longer goes ploink and instead goes ting. Of course. What else did you think I was going to say today? Yeah, we could have just had it. We could have just had it done immediately. Rincewind opened his mouth. Big mistake. Alright, away we go. Like I said, not a lot to do in the mines, but just enough to do. We need to go to the woods. Because the barber would very much appreciate that autograph.
Let's keep track of that.
Wait, what?
you are.
She's forgotten about me. If only she would come.
But wait,
Let's keep track of that.
I guess not yet then. We'll be back. We do need to go to the edge of the world. When I find the exact spot that I can click on. There it is. Yeah, the barber actually does tattoos. What is going on? Oh hey, it's that thing I told you to remember a long, long time ago.
Ah, now don't tell me it's purple and has 100 eyes. Am I close?
Whoop, hold on a minute. This looks like a precarious position.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Phew. Well, at least it's nice and warm and soft out here. How do I get out of this place?
Introductory
No, forget that last statement.
section.
How do I get to stay here?
Say hello to some of the gods. Who just plucked us out of that precarious position and put us in, well, somewhere much nicer, apparently.
Hey, that's cheating.
What?
That's cheating. You can't do that. Put that rotten thing away.
It's not cheating. It's just enriching the storyline.
Yes, it's in the rules.
It isn't.
Crocodile is awful, by the way.
Sure it is.
You can be quiet too, Mr. Handbag Face. And if you try to swap dice on me one more time, I shall do to your black monks what the Prophet Dundas did to the tribe of the Extralites, with both thumbs.
Excuse me, but what is that?
What?
There. The little pointy-headed thing. You've got a little piece hidden down your cleavage.
Oh, goodness me, I wonder how that got there.
Put it back.
Yes, I haven't had any fun with that one yet. Wait till it meets my monk this time.
Oh, just get on with the game.
Bit of an odd little thing there. Essentially, the gods are just playing around with us. And they live on this little Mount Olympus looking place. I don't remember the name of it, but we'll find out at some point. Anyway, the edge of the world. Hello. Some birds.
Catching all the fish that go over the edge.
Can we just double click the birds?
That doesn't work.
No. Where is the whistle? Pretty sure we had a whistle at one point. Rincewind? Well, I think we just automatically have it, but I don't know where to use it. However, we do need to put this hat in this position on the fork. And in doing that, we can climb over the edge on this chain of handkerchiefs.
So I finally pulled a rabbit out of a hat.
Let's do that. Oh, we've tied a rabbit to them as well. Oh, feels bad, man.
Great Atuin is referred to as an it as opposed to a he or a she, simply because its sex is undetermined.
And there we are. Welcome to this screen. There's all sorts of stuff to look at here. Not many people have gone over the edge of this.
Home sweet home.
The Discworld. There it is. Literally a disc. There's a shell. Atuin him or herself.
A 2-inch shell, no doubt. I wonder if it's a boy turtle or a girl turtle.
Elephants?
I wonder what they eat. I wonder what they eat.
That's a good question, isn't it? What do they eat? I don't think there's any reason for us to be here at the moment, though. Just real quick, scanning a little. Oh, I don't know. Back up we go. Right.
I already have one of those.
Do you? I feel like I'm missing something here.
That doesn't...
I feel like I'm definitely missing something here. Just to be absolutely sure that I am not. Let's have a look. We'll get a parrot whistle. You know, we should have a parrot whistle, and we don't. Okay. Well, something has gone slightly wrong. I believe it's probably because I had the Impstomatic in my inventory. So we'll have to come back here. But for now, let's go to the Darkwood. There's a few things that we can grab here too. Of course, we have to go and see Nanny Og again. But this time, she should be home. Just totally ignoring the magic reappearing web there. Hello, Nanny Og. You got some potions. What are these?
Nanny Og's special corn remover and passion potion. Must be for those with a foot fetish.
That's horrific. Blue one?
Nanny Og's inheritance accelerator. Why wait for the rest of their life?
It's a potion to kill somebody. And?
What do we have here? Nanny Og's patent lie remover. Removes unsightly untruths, leaving behind just the odd white lie. That doesn't work.
We can't just have it, I see.
Don't move suddenly. She can smell fear a mile away. Don't look. Just keep calm and everything's going to be okay.
I don't know why Rincewind is so afraid of her. There's also the cauldron.
Empty.
Which is empty. And there's this thread that sort of just goes all over the place. And out here, suspiciously.
Watch out, dearie.
Eek!
Eek indeed. Can we have your potion?
About your patented lie remover potion.
It's my special truth potion.
Aha. Could I borrow some?
I'll only let you have some in return for a kiss. And this time, I'll be keeping my eyes open, so I will.
No.
Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. I don't suppose we can force her to kiss anything else, can we? Hit her over the head with a sword? No, doesn't seem like a good idea.
Watch out, dearie.
Eek! About your patented lie remover potion.
It's my special truth potion.
Aha.
I'll only let... And this time...
No.
Can we actually just kiss her?
Oh, let's not be silly. I think I might be physically ill.
Okay. No is the answer. What about the wool?
Good grief! Where is all this wool coming from?
Good question. What if we try and pick it up? Alright, it goes kind of everywhere. Huh. Okay. Well, there's a sheep.
What a pretty little sheep.
How strange.
That doesn't work.
Got a mallet. Let's have that. We will definitely need it. A pile of wood?
Nothing to be scared of here.
Makes a change for once, doesn't it? So here's what we do. Put the rosette on the sheep. Very happy sheep.
What a pretty little sheep. And she sure looks like championship material in that blue ribbon.
Absolutely. Now let's grab the Impstomatic and take a picture of it. We have this.
A nice Impstomatic picture, even if I say so myself. Aha! It even catches the coy little glint in her eyes.
We take that picture and combine it with this picture of the octopus to put it in a frame.
A nicely framed Impstomatic picture, even if I say so myself. Aha! It even catches the coy little glint in her eyes.
And why have we done that? Well, there's one reason, and it's a very elaborate reason. But we also need that truth potion, annoyingly. There's the whistle. Okay. Right. Now real quick, I have absolutely no idea how to get that. So I am going to look this up. We do need the truth potion, right? There we go. Ah, I see. We already do have the answer. It's just not something I'd thought of. Alright. Getting through here. Ah. Let's have a chat to Nanny Og.
Watch out, dearie.
Eek!
Ask about the truth potion.
Ah, about your patented lie remover potion. Aha!
I'll only let... And this time...
What we need is some Dutch courage. And that custard tart will be it.
That doesn't...
Well, let's eat it ourselves.
My.
Ah, about the truth potion?
Here, take it. Oh, my.
Right. Luckily that doesn't consume all of the custard tart. Anyway, let's grab that.
Nanny Og's patent lie remover. Removes unsightly untruths, leaving behind just the odd white lie.
So we've got a ton of just random junk in our inventory at this point. Let's go back to the edge of the world. The problem with Rincewind's inventory is that it doesn't expand beyond the 2x2 grid that it has. So I didn't even realise that I had the whistle on me. But we do. Back to the edge of the world. Because that parrot is over here. The whole reason that you're even supposed to figure this one out is the fact that there's some birds here.
I wonder what sort of birds this whistle calls.
There you go, whistle, birds, use.
That doesn't work.
Use on self? Just use it on yourself. Hey, look, a parrot. And how are we supposed to get him? How about with a net?
That doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
Stop that bird!
Polly want a cracker.
Well, we don't have a cracker. Actually, no, I tell a lie. We do.
Fireworks? These I just must get at.
firecrackers.
That doesn't work. That...
Alright, can we just take one?
That doesn't...
One firecracker? Ah.
Should make a wicked bang.
You can actually just left click on these and it takes one firecracker. So Polly want a cracker? Ah, do you? What happens if we fire one of these at you then? Obviously. One subdued Polly.
Ha! That taught him a thing or two.
Sure did. Now we use the butterfly net on him. Except we can't because it isn't long enough. However, we do have a broom handle that we can combine with the net.
Now I can catch those really dangerous butterflies.
Or parrots. Ah. But we did just lose something there.
I wonder if he wants another cracker.
Probably not. We just lost the whistle, which I'd quite like to go and grab. It went over the edge. Just a little glint. Oh, hello, Death.
Yeah.
Hello. Nice day for it.
Yes, nice day for what?
For whatever you're planning to do.
So you mean I'm destined to fail after all? You're here to collect my soul, thus ending the quest and demonstrating the futility of all human endeavour.
No, I'm just having a break.
Oh, sorry.
I shall see you later on, but I won't tell you what's going to happen, because I don't want to spoil your day.
Look, you're a busy man. There's no need to disrupt your schedules on my account.
Oh, I enjoy it. See you at the city square, then. Oops. Sorry.
Spoilers.
It slipped out. Forget I said it.
Right. The city square, eh? Now this little glint appears.
What's this? My whistle?
Grab that. Give it back to Rincewind. And that's what we needed to come down here for. Because the sailor just refuses to talk to you unless you can give him the whistle back. He wants the parrot and the whistle, both at the same time. Anyway, back to Ankh-Morpork. Right. So, first thing to do is go deal with that guy, right? Let's grab luggage, get the parrot. One parrot in hand, something, there's maybe a saying there, I don't know. Give it to the sailor.
Polly! Polly, you come back to... Here, wait a minute. Where's that whistle, then?
Look, it's just a little accident, sorry.
An accident? My whistle?
It just sort of fell off the world. Anyway, I got your parrot back.
But my whistle! My handcrafted Uplander parrot calling whistle! My mother gave that to me! Oh, how can I concentrate now that I know the last keepsake of my old dead mother has gone from the world?
Right, I'll go fetch the whistle then, shall I?
Luckily for us, I came prepared.
Oh, my Polly! My beautiful Polly and my lovely whistle! Oh, how can I repay you?
Just tell me how to get a tattoo.
Go to the barber's shop, of course.
Simple as that. Go to the barber's shop. Right, but the barber isn't in. That's an issue. Or is it? Because we can get him back to the barber's shop with that appointment book that we've got. So let's just do that while we're here, right? Let's focus on one thing at once, because we've basically only got the talisman to get, and this.
There you are!
She's forgotten about me. If only she would come.
Yes, listen, About these tattoos.
I can't even think about that now. I've lost her. Oh.
Luckily, once again, I'm prepared with this appointment book.
Right. Here you are then. The milkmaid is all set to be your next appointment.
Oh, that's marvellous. I'll be seeing you.
Zoom. Okay, let's go grab a tattoo. And Rincewind never struck me as the type of person that would get a tattoo, but I mean, needs must, right? Okay. The street. I guess clicking on the specific side of it puts you at the right place. I never really realised that. I thought you had to position Rincewind and then click on the street and it put you, like, the closest part? I don't know. Anyway, barber.
You serve as the local tattoo artiste, correct?
Oh, yes. I'm the best on the disc. All the heroes come to me. Blindingly painful mutilations to the discerning gentry. That's me, sir. Here, take a seat and I'll do you now. Now, what style of tattoo are you interested in? And more importantly, what part of your body are we talking about here?
Those needles, they look pretty pointy.
Razor sharp. It's so they can plunge efficiently beneath the flesh, you see. Oh, yes, stabbing into the living tissue, hooking through the skin and spurting ink. Each tattoo needs that to be done thousands of times.
Oh, does it hurt?
Oh, yes, the pain is quite intense. I've seen grown men turn into whimpering, creeping wrecks by just 5 minutes under my needles. Anyway, you're a pal, so I'll do one for you right now if you insist. You'll just have to bear with me. I'm too excited to work well. My hands are shaking. Oh, I really hope I don't stab the needles in too deep and then break them off.
Yes. Look, I think I'll pass for now.
That's terrifying.
In that case, why don't you try one of those newfangled transfer thingamy tattoos? They're made from a special Clatchian squid dye that adheres to your skin for a day or so.
Sounds great. Where can I get one?
Try my son. He gives them away with bubble gum.
Your son?
Yes, the little street starfish.
Thanks for that. I'll be off now.
All of that work just so that we can go and chat to the street starfish that Rincewind refused to talk to in this act up until now. Imagine that. Ridiculous. Alright, let's go to the square. And let's get this sorted. Where are you, buddy? There he is.
Hello, little friend. Lovely bubblegum you have there.
Oh, come on, Governor.
What?
Well, obviously you're trying to swindle me out of something. Next thing, you'll be trying to trick me into performing some sort of stupid stunt as a diversion.
Such as?
I suppose you were going to get me to blow an incredibly huge bubble and then run off with the goods.
Never. I don't think you can blow bubbles much bigger than you have been anyway.
Of course I can. Here, watch.
Can I hold your bubblegum packet for you?
Oh, thanks.
This is empty.
It comes with a transfer. You don't think I'm going to let you have my transfer? It's collectible.
Well, how do you collect a transfer? I mean, you have to put it on your skin. It'll wash off.
Wash, Gov?
Oh, right. Sorry, I used bad language.
got
Tell
a
me
point.
again about the attractions of being a lovable street life stereotype.
I'm class background colour, I am, sir.
You're about to die. Just give me the damn transfer.
Come and get it, pencilhead.
Right. Yeah, that's an issue. He's holding it above his head. Apparently we are just too useless to be able to grab that.
Look up there. A dead seagull. Look up there. A dead seagull. Ah, background colour. Gad, but there's no expense spared in this place.
Yeah, but we can't simply just grab that, and now I remember what the rubber belt is for. So I'll just put that on Rincewind's person, and well, last time we needed something around here. Well, last time I don't know how to word this, I'm an idiot. Anyway, we're going to the alley. We got caught bouncing around at some point for some reason. And we ended up stealing some pants, I think is what we did. I don't really remember. Anyway, what we need to do is go over to that tower and then bungee jump from it using the rubber belt that we have. Of course we do. Also, my memory might just be remembering something entirely different. Probably from a different playthrough. Anyway. Let's get the old rubber belt. Tied to the tip. Obviously the best solution is this.
Whoa!
Voice acting. Oh, well, we stole something entirely different.
Whoa!
A skirt. And distracted the starfish and got his transfer. There's the skirt.
I'll never touch the stuff again.
Was that the donkey? Alright, well we've got a transfer. Let's get out of here. Old Pencilhead's nearly got everything he needs. I believe we just need the sword that goes ting. And that would involve getting the elderberry wine. And then we need the magic talisman. And that should be everything. Ridiculous. Alright, can I have control? There we go. One transfer, or a birthmark in this case.
It's one of those newfangled painless tattoos.
Ah yeah, painless tattoos. I mean, it sounds good to me. Right. Let's go and have a chat with Nobby real quick. So make sure that we save this. Act 3 for real. Nobby. These are all the possibilities of things that we might be able to use to fight the dragon. What if we just grab everything and turn Rincewind into some kind of weird looking... I don't know what to say. He's got everything.
So tell me, what would be the odds of me slaying a dragon if I were wearing a magic talisman? And if I were wearing camouflage? And if I had a sword that went ting? And if I had a birthmark? And if I had a moustache? And if I recited a magic spell? And if I was wearing a posing pouch? And if I was wearing a black mask?
Dunno. What do you think, Carrot? That one must be 1,150,000 to 1.
So not quite there. Let's try again. This whole thing is basically just a system to tell you what you need to get. As you probably already realised, we've grabbed the mustache for a reason. Already, we need the magic talisman, we need a birthmark, a magic spell, camouflage, and a sword that goes ting.
So tell me, what would be the odds of me slaying a dragon if I were wearing a magic talisman? And if I were wearing camouflage? And if I had a sword that went ting? And if I had a birthmark? And if I had a moustache? And if I recited a magic spell?
Now you mention it, I do know that. Ah, now you're talking. The odds against that are exactly 1,000,000 to 1. But then again, it may just work.
It may just work. Right, so those are the 6 items we need. a sword that goes ting, a magic spell, a mustache, a birthmark, camouflage, and I forgot the last one. Good stuff. Oh, the magic talisman. And the only thing we're currently missing is the sword and the magic talisman. So, we need to go to the broken drum. Which is... there it is. Right. Excuse me, Trollman. Let's have another save. Right, first of all, elderberry wine. Barman.
A tankard of wine?
I can't, sir. The cellar's full of thingies. What are they called? You know, furry blighters with the tails.
Rats?
Foxes?
That's it, foxes.
Foxes.
Hundreds of them, all squeaking and eating cheese. Oh, we've got a plague of foxes in our cellar.
Right. Well, let's have a look in there then. As we're aware, a plague of foxes. Which are apparently terrifying. Right. Next, we need some drinks.
No way, one drink.
Which means we have to talk to the braggart.
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Oh, yes.
That's it, is it? The one that...
You what?
Well,
Just skipping through all of this because we've heard it a few times at this point.
Yeah.
The river, isn't that...
You have to watch...
Yours?
Mine's another pint, thanks. Then there was the time...
Alright,
Barkeep,
get
a
the
drink.
extra pint. And he will absolutely refuse to tell us the truth at all. Luckily, we have a solution to that. And just in case this goes oddly, because I don't think you can waste the truth potion, but just in case, let's spike one of these.
A brimming tankard of truth potion. Just a thing for those hot summer nights.
So this is the wrong thing to do, and you'll see why. Big old reference to probably the Princess Bride. It's looking very suspicious.
Egad, look! A picture of the Gold Cup winning rooster at the Platchian animal crooning competition.
He swaps the drinks.
May I draw your attention to the picture of the award-winning pig from the Ankh-Morpork Pork Butchers Guild Ball?
Swapping the drinks again, so he's got the truth potion now.
Yes, that certainly is something. But what about that picture of the Special Merit Medallion winning cockatoos from the Wildlife Preservation Society's award ceremony for recently extinct species?
Now we have the truth potion.
Right, drink up.
Ha! So you fell for my little trap.
Why? What have you done?
What have I done? The pancakes. I stole the pancakes and the prunes and the tooth with the gold. I the little guy beaten up. He was just lying there crying his little eyes out. I'm sorry, I don't know what came over me.
Right. So that didn't work, and to save us having to chat through again and order the drinks, let's load that back up. And instead what we'll do is we need a distraction to finally spin that beer around and get him to drink the truth potion. See, there's a whole bunch of distracting pictures and things around, so we're going to invent our own by putting this nail in this beam. You need the mallet as well to be able to do that. And then we're gonna, I believe we need to put...
That doesn't work.
I guess we don't need to put string on this. We'll just put this on the beam. A nice framed picture.
blue ribbon-winning sheep from the Followers of Offler Sacrificial Lamb competition. Yeah, that was the one.
Uh-huh. Now then. Truth
That
potion.
doesn't work.
Truth potion in the tankard. Tankard in the hand of Mr. Braggett. Now let's see how things go.
Egad, look! A picture of the Gold Cup winning rooster at the Clatchian Animal Crooning competition.
May I draw your attention to the picture of the award-winning pig from the Ankh-Morpork Pork Butchers Guild Ball?
Yes, that certainly is something. But what about that picture of the Special Merit Medallion winning cockatoos from the Wildlife Preservation Society's award ceremony for recently extinct species?
But luckily for us, we have one more thing to distract him with.
None, however, can quite, to my mind, match the magnificence of that blue ribbon-winning sheep from the Followers of Offler Sacrificial Lamb competition. Yeah, that was the one.
Like a game of wits, now he has nothing to retort with, so time to drink up.
Right, drink up.
Ha! Got you at last.
Got me? How? But, there's nothing I can tell you. It's all lies. I'm a weasel. Nothing but a weasel. A snivelling, no good, lying little
Yeah, now look.
So, just long and brown and lying. With words and stuff.
Now look, you. Tell me about the Temple of Offler.
It's in the jungle, over a gorge. Any map will show you.
And boom, there you go. One temple of Offler that appeared just in the mountains there. Very hard to see, but just a tiny little thing above the Dwarven Mine. That's the only thing he wasn't lying about. There we go. Now we can save over that. Well, two more things that we need to do. Still. To get the elderberry wine, we need to clear the cellar of its foxes. We're too scared of the foxes. But the bogeyman wanted to go to the zoo to practice on small animals, right?
Who's there? Hello, isn't it? Look, there is... What you do?
Go.
Really?
Just skip through all of this.
Just come out from here. An agoraphobic...
Lay off.
What does a bogeyman do?
It's quite a long hours.
Really?
Well, there's your place.
Get out from behind that door.
Alright. So this was the response I think we needed.
Oh, stop snivelling. I thought you were a grown monster. Whatever would your mother say?
Mother!
Skipping through a bit again.
Mother. My mother would never...
Really? Would you care to lie on a couch, by the way?
Oh no, the door's... Anyway.
Have you ever thought of seeing a psychiatrist?
Oh no.
Yes, quite. Tell me about your mother.
All part of... It's not easy scaring people, you see.
Here we go.
Takes a lifetime of dedication. You have to start small and kind of work up to human beings.
As in, terrify some lower orders of life, then shift up to people once you've got the knack.
That's it. That's what you have to do.
Ah. Well, I think I can help you there. I can find you some foxes.
Foxes?
Sorry, I meant mice. Anyway, I can find you a few if you like, and you can try scaring those.
They're not big mice, are they?
I don't think so.
Rodents of unusual size, you would say.
That jump can't bear it when they jump.
Well, you just come along and we'll find you some ones that don't jump.
Well, it's a good idea, but I'm afraid I just can't leave my door.
Yeah, one
good
problem.
grief. Why?
Well, it's a symbol, you see. A representation of my inner belief that I'm not yet ready to face a possibly hostile world.
Are you sure you've never been to a psychiatrist? Well,
We can solve that. Doors held in by hinges. Just take the hinges off. Oh dear. He's rather green, isn't he?
there's something lurking behind it.
Anyway.
Who's there? Hello. Look, what?
Skip through all of this nonsense again.
Really?
Well, there's your...
Get out. Oh, stop snivelling. I thought...
Skip.
Anyway, I asked her...
Have you...
Oh,
Yes, quite. Tell me about...
well, old pal, it's not easy. You have to...
As in...
That's it. That's what you have to do.
Ah. Well, I think I can help you there.
Here we go.
I can find you some foxes.
Foxes?
Sorry, I meant mice. Anyway, I can find you a few if you like, and you can try scaring those.
They're not big mice, are they?
I don't think so.
I mean, those ones that jump. Can't bear it when they jump.
Well, you just come along and we'll find you some ones that don't jump.
And there you go. Just send him over to the drum. And yeah, anyone that sees behind the door is apparently terrified because they see an actual bogeyman. The whole fourth wall break is that we obviously don't get to see what's behind the door, but everybody else does. The most terrifying thing in the universe. There we go. Right. Let's go get us some elderberry wine. The only thing that was blocking us was the foxes in the cellar, which were apparently the scariest thing in the universe to us. I love how Rincewind isn't scared of the literal most terrifying thing imaginable, but is probably scared of every other possible thing ever. Bit of irony to that, isn't there? Anyway, down the trapdoor. Let's see what went on. One mouse.
Funny. I never knew mice could knock their knees.
Oh, did you get the number of that donkey cart?
Poor bugger. Anyway, Bogeyman.
Hello again.
So, how did we do?
Well, he put up quite a fight, but I think I finally got him.
A terrible fight?
Well, yes, quite ferocious.
Ferocious? How? How does a half-starved rodent of the order Mus Domesticus manage to almost overpower a full-grown bogeyman?
He squeaked at me.
Squeaked? Just squeaked?
Well, it was the way he squeaked. Puts the wind up you know. Mouse bites can infect. I read it somewhere. Some fella's arm rotted clean off.
You can't be infected. You're a legendary figure of terror.
Still, best not take any chances.
Yeah, right.
You don't think he's going to come round again, do you?
Probably not.
Useful kind of thing to have in this place.
Alright, what have we got here? Cards?
Ho, ho and ha. What it is to laugh.
A barrel?
Ho, ho and ha. Ho.
I have no idea what these cards are saying specifically.
That doesn't...
Can't just have them.
Counterwise wine.
Yeah.
Looks like a good year, even if it is 10 years from now.
Counterwise wine?
Elderberry wine.
Elderberry
Best
wine?
used before 3:30 p.m. Bear Huggers Whiskey, 20% proof. River Ank Water, 100% proof. I suppose anything that's gone through so many sets of kidneys must be pure.
Yeah. And apparently the last barrels we can't even check. But we need that tankard that we picked up right at the start of the game. Elderberry wine?
That doesn't...
That was not elderberry wine. That... I nearly just filled this thing up with Ank water. That would have been bad.
That doesn't work.
Here, perhaps? There it is. Click on all the wrong ones first. Very good. That's some elderberry wine right there.
A tankard of wine. At least it looks like wine. I wonder why it's pitting the metal in the tankard.
Does the barman have anything to say?
No way.
Nope. So, the last two things. We can go get the sword that goes ting now. That's easy enough. Just go visit the dwarves and give them the wine. And then we have to go to the Temple of Offler, which I'll leave to last. Because it's the most impressive and elaborate puzzle that we've had to do so far. Bear in mind, by the way, I've been working towards the Temple of Offler for the entire act. All these things have to line up perfectly. You need to get the rosette, you need to get the sheep, you need to get the camera, you need to get the imp. I think luggage is drunk. Ah.
One tankard, Brumeldium bladderbuster sized.
Right. Apparently luggage can drink the wine. I didn't know that. Back we go. Only mildly annoying. Jeez. You learn things the hard way, don't you? The amount of times I've played this game and never realised that that could happen. So, there's a tip. Don't put the elderberry wine inside luggage. This stuff, right?
Elderberry wine. Best used before 3:30 p.m.
And this time we're putting it in Rincewind's inventory, and hopefully he doesn't drink it on the way to the mines. I can't imagine why he would do that. But you never know. Very unpredictable game, this. It's not at all. There's no RNG involved, ever. I wonder what a speedrun of this would look like. Probably really dull, actually, because you miss all the fun parts, like the dialogue. And it would just be mouse optimization and a lot of clicking. Probably why you've never seen a speedrun of it. Right, this time luggage ain't drunk. Interesting. I wonder how many, like, other odd interactions that we may have missed in doing that. Right, let's give that to this guy. Seems good to me. Tune my sword for me.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes? What is it? We haven't got all day. We dwarf and swordsmiths lead a busy life.
Well, would you tune up this sword for me?
Boing? No, I don't think boing is correct. Ah. Sword that goes ting.
A sword that goes ting.
One more thing to grab. All the way at the Temple of Offler. And yeah, we've been working towards that for quite some time. Almost every single puzzle that we've done to get every other item in this act has somewhat interacted with this one. And there's a lot of items that are required for it too. So, the temple in the gorge. Off we go. First, I'll show you the wrong thing to do. There's a bridge. There's a spooky monk.
Well, rickety, don't you think?
A rickety bridge, eh?
It's that monk again. Look, he's found a new robe.
Yeah. You know when we met the gods, Offler kind of threatened us with something?
We meet once again, wormling.
Oh, no!
Yes, 'tis I. Prepare to meet thy doom.
Stop! What's huge and purple and has 100 eyes?
My mother, with perhaps 97 extra eyes.
97?
Yeah, good old mum.
Oh.
One has 3 eyes.
Well, that sort of takes the effect out of that one.
Now, have at you.
And dead.
Oh, look! Little dots. Little dots with scales and big long tails.
Luckily for us, the crocodiles outside of Offla's temple, very on theme, not a huge problem when luggage is a homicidal maniac. And extremely attached to Rincewind. Yeah, it just kind of saved us there. And we're fine. Well, minus that fish. So, getting past the monk. Not really that difficult, really. We have a carpet, let's lay that on the bridge. And just toss him off. But not like that. Alright. Bad phrasing.
Get off! No! No! Respect! Respect! I talk to your god! Respect, I say!
I think he's dead. Okay. Right. Alright. Simple enough. Shame about him. Right. A big old spooky looking entrance to something. Interesting. I am just gonna save that. For no particular reason. What have we got here? Temple Restoration Gauge.
Temple Restoration Fund. Leave valuables here before entering. I don't like the sound of this.
Bandana.
Looks like a little Z monogrammed into it.
A Z? Like Zorro? I don't know. A hat stand.
A hat and a whip. So that's what happened to him.
Uh-huh. A hat and a whip. I don't think I really need to explain the Temple of Doom references right now, do I?
Devious.
Clunk. That was such a satisfying little noise.
Did you get the number of that donkey cot?
Skellen?
Now that has to hurt. I wonder what happened to those playtesters.
Playtesters?
Nasty.
Ah, the fourth wall breaks. They're strong.
Grisly. Diabolical. Diabolical. Dastardly. Devious.
What else we got? A plunger.
Interesting.
Plunger's interesting, apparently. A pit.
Nasty.
Traps.
Nasty.
Path.
Deadly looking pathway full of traps, pitfalls and tripwires. And the edges need trimming.
They sure do. But we need to get to the altar.
Ah, yes, well, it doesn't look so far away.
But it is. Let's just try walking.
I'd rather not see what happens.
Rather not see what happens. Right. Well. Let's use this as a blindfold. But then we literally can't see. At all. Well, we didn't actually make it anywhere, but we ended up with an arrow in our hat. Probably not the best idea. Right. Here's the second and actual way of doing this. Tie a leash to luggage. Then, attach the blindfold to Rincewind. Take the leash, attach the blindfold, become blind. And get incredibly lucky. Luggage takes all the hits for us because he's a good boy, the goodest of boys. Still got the arrow in our hat though. And, well, the other one. The other one too. Rincewind. Oof. Yikes. Surprised that didn't hurt more. Anyway, let's just shove that back there. We need the Eye of Offla off the pedestal.
This all seems hauntingly familiar.
It does, doesn't it?
Well, if that thing's supposed to be the size of a pigeon's egg, I'd hate to see the pigeon.
Right. I sort of need Rincewind here. There's some sand.
Well, it's either sand or yet another victim. The problem is not so much having the pouch as having the fillings.
Right. Do I need to explain this? Use the pouch with the sand, which gives us
Reminds me of something.
many references. And yeah, just replace the Eye of Offler with the sand. Easy peasy, right? Well, maybe not that easy. Yikes. Don't stop. Keep That's gotta hurt. Right, well, looks like we got ourselves a Eye of Offler.
Well, if that thing's supposed to be the size of a pigeon's egg, I'd hate to see the pigeon.
One magic talisman, one birthmark, a sword that goes ting, a mustache, a magic spell, and some camouflage. Looks like we've got everything we need. I suppose let's go and try and hand it to Nobby? Or we can just wander straight out to the town square.
What are you lot doing here?
Us? Nothing.
Yes, you are. You're all here waiting for something.
Programs, get your souvenir programs. Only 1 penny each and I'm cutting my own throat.
What's that lady doing lashed to that rock?
Reserved seating.
I thought you said nothing was going on.
Well, it isn't, but if anything does happen, then she's got a front row seat. Help!
She said help.
No, she didn't. She said whelp. She's calling for puppies.
Give me one of those damn programs. Opening act, grand fanfare and dancing girls. The amazing Bendable sisters will perform amusing novelty acts.
Should be worth seeing.
Followed by Lady Ramkin will be offered as a sacrifice to appease the mighty dragon. Main attraction hero roast, sausage sizzle to follow, if wet, in the town hall.
Well, there you go.
Don't worry. We're pretty certain a hero's going to turn up.
Where? When? Are you sure?
Oh, there's no stopping the buggers. That's what we're here for. And if it doesn't work out, there's always the sausages.
Well, now that dragon can meet its doom at last. Little did it expect that it would meet up with a true hero.
Oh, a hero? Who?
Me.
So you found all the bits you need then?
Yes, now I finally have the power. I'm a hero at last.
One talisman, one birthmark, a black mustache on his ginger beard, of course. I have no idea what that part was. Oh, the camouflage, the sword, and the spell, I guess.
still say it's going to be 1,000,000 to 1 against you killing it.
Never! What can a dragon possibly have to match my wits, my cunning, my majestic pointy hat? Why, the creature's nothing but a lizard with big ideas. Just a scaly, bloated, cowardly...
Ahem.
Hey, the fool's in the stocks. Nice. Preferred him in this torture device, though.
It was him.
I said I'd leave you until last.
Go for it, lad. Hit it in the vulnerables.
Shush! Look, Mr. Dragon, why don't we just come to some sort of agreement? I mean, I am a hero. Heroes win, well-known fact. On the other hand, In a sensible universe, the actual chances of my harming you are about...
1,000,000 to 1?
Yes, that's it. So, in the interests of promoting mutually beneficial relations, why don't you push off and bother another city? Thank you very much. No hard feelings. Case dismissed.
You feel this is the best course of action for the overall promotion of positive experience, which is to say, enjoyment and well-being?
Exactly.
Because if the day ends with one of us dead, then the negative experience of the loser will cancel out the positive experience of the victor?
Yes, that's it exactly. Yes?
I think I'm going to eat you anyway.
Why? Was it something I said?
No, it's just that I hate philosophers. Sorry.
Well, in that case, take this. Sturcus mortuus sum. Sturcus mortuus sum. Sturcus mortuus sum.
It's a bloody missile.
Missed me by that much.
Rather lucky, you might say.
Now, how did he survive that?
Well, that was one chance in 1,000,000.
Right, that's it. I've had enough of you.
What happened to the philosophy?
I'll give you something to think about.
I'll be here.
And I'll be back.
Strange
Wasn't a bad line.
accent, I guess. Cheers for watching. Act 3. And we're straight into Act 4.